Good evening, I'm Alistair Cooke. We're now at the third, next to the last episode of Parnell and the Englishwoman. A phrase, a headline that scandalized every newspaper reader in Britain in 1890. Now, of course, there had been other affairs, lots of unfaithful politicians, but they were usually insignificant as public figures. More often, they kept the Victorians' 11th commandment, "Thou shalt not be found out." But Parnell was a famous politician, a single-minded crusader for Irish Home Rule, a hypnotic leader who in his early years in Parliament was often able to stall all legislation that had not to do with Ireland by denying the government the now 80 votes of the Irish members, or he filibustered the House of Commons into a coma. Now, Parnell came to this cause of self-rule for Ireland when he came home from school and college in England and saw and was horrified by the semi-slavery of the tenant farmers. Of the 600,000 farms in Ireland, about 300,000 were no more than 3 acres, which in the best of times hardly paid the rent, and in the worst of times the landlords went in for wholesale evictions and practically sentenced thousands of farming families into starvation. Parnell, in his 30th year, went into Parliament, took hold of the Irish members, made them into a Home Rule party, badgered the Liberal government into passing tenant reform bills, never let up on Home Rule, and unfortunately, in his more passionate moments, embraced some dangerous allies. So that when a new Secretary of State for Ireland and his deputy were murdered in a Dublin park, Parnell was widely suspected of being involved. Of course, he was not, but 2 or 3 of his enemies were prepared to manufacture proof of his implication.